Eventually, they caught him because they traced a floppy drive back to...
Floppy drive.
Okay, when was this? 1600s. Somewhere around there.
I had a floppy drive last night.
But you did.
Guys, welcome back to the weekly order. I'm sitting in the most uncomfortable chair today. But we're having a drunk episode today, so we've been drinking a bit. It's our Christmas year-end function. But yeah, we're getting a bit pissed today. We're just going to basically have a fun episode for you guys to listen to, laugh about. We've got a few topics that we're going to cover today, but basically the agenda is that we've been drinking so far. We've got shots and drinks. If you're watching, you can see basically
Got some fines going to happen.
Yeah, that we a bit drunk and we.
I don't think we don't need to prove it too much that we've been drinking. But
But we have been drinking.
We have,
Yeah, so basically, we're going to just get into the first topic, which is we're going to do a recap on 2019.
It's been an interesting year.
It's been an interesting year. We're going to have a look at it from a South African standpoint and just from a standpoint of basically the world as a whole.
Some highs, some lows.
So, Fred, you want to kick us off there? I know you have a list for us to go through.
Always at the list. I'm
The list.
always prepped. Well, let's start off with the Springboks winning the World Cup. I know we've already touched on that. But yeah, we don't need to say much more on that. Springboks won the World Cup. But
Big
then
ups
we've
to
got,
the boys.
then we've got the netball team that won the World
You
Cup.
did very well as well, yeah.
We've got Miss Universe on our hands. We've got the Blitzboks tearing shit apart.
Except they lost in Cape Town.
Well, I don't
Like
think we've
the
ever
ones-
won the Cape Town Sevens, have we?
Surely we have.
I don't think we have, dude.
Really?
We should have maybe done our research before.
I think we won it.
Yeah, well, we are coming off a bender from last night.
Yeah,
so
as well, which wasn't wise. Yeah,
Seems to be a...
we got Rugby Player of the Year, Peter Steph Dutoy. We got Coach of the Year. We got Team of the Year. And then there was a whole bunch of like academic achievements and all of that stuff. But I mean, I wasn't reading all of that stuff.
Yeah, you are flying through this though. Let's
So
maybe
that was just like congratulations. If you
So
saw
good
my
year for
shots,
rugby. Good
So
year for
yeah,
rugby.
so basically let's recap slowly. So South Africa won the World Cup.
Must I say that all again?
No, but you went so quickly, bro.
Okay, South Africa won the World Cup. The Sevens are doing well. Clearly, they lost at Cape Town Tens, or Sevens. Sorry. We've got Miss Universe, Zosie. Congratulations!
Congrats,
I hope
big
I
ups.
pronounced
And that's the
that
second time
correctly.
we've won that. So obviously South Africa's got good looking
shit, it
fucking
was
goals.
good
Good-looking girls, yeah.
Yeah,
Pizzas.
Demilene, Pizzas or whatever.
She's
2 years ago.
who's the quarterback or something?
Yeah,
Some
some
NFL player.
I was going to say rugby player, some NFL player.
Yeah, fuck, that's crazy. Yeah, the netball team won the World Cup as well, and we are doing this all in the light of a crumbling economy and governmental system.
Yeah, so nicely done, guys.
So if we had power,
Way
and
to
Imagine our government was there with us. We would obviously be doing much better, bro.
yeah, so that's pretty impressive, and that's just the sporting achievements in South Africa. I mean, South Africa also had the issues.
We've had a few bads.
Yeah, so I mean, another debate is who was the worst state-owned entity this year. It's,
Ooh,
yeah, it's always a big battle because they're all shit. But
I would have to say SAA, they took the cake.
They say Eskom.
They've gone under
Either one of
business
the two,
rescue.
bro.
There's nothing to rescue, bro. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
no, Eskom takes it, unfortunately.
It's
Yeah,
the battle
what
of
was
the
it?
two.
20 billion rand loss.
20 billion rand net loss for the year. After a shit ton of money was pumped into Eskom. There's the guys, two of the senior management, they have just been arrested.
I got them.
So it's nice to see that there was some action done. But yeah, so there was a 20 billion net loss, whereas SAA during their strike, they were losing 50 million rand a day, which is quite interesting.
That's
Ooh.
crazy.
But their net loss for the year was like 500 and something million.
So 2019 wasn't financially sound. But in every other aspect, we did pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Sporting
the
aspects we did well.
Sort of makes it look good, but I mean, the company that just has to provide us with electricity
Yeah, and
just didn't. So.
And I don't know if you guys saw, but I don't know the name of the power station, but it went up in flames about a week ago.
Was it the one in Pretoria?
No, I don't know where it's from, bro. But yeah, so I'm expecting load shedding again.
Well, I actually read because there was one in Pretoria that I think it also caught a light, and they said that there'd be no load shedding for the day because the power station's on fire and we can't load shed.
It's on fire.
They kept their power.
That's crazy.
So all you got to do is light your substation on fire and you might have electricity.
Yeah.
But we're looking good so far. I don't know if you guys have anything to contribute to this 2019 topic, or is it just going to
No,
be me
definitely.
reading out
No.
things?
Obviously, we've all done a bit of research. I think basically for me, the highlight of 2019, well, not the highlight, but something that's come into the news lately is Trump getting impeached.
Yeah.
It's been a big story. Yeah.
So with that, do you want to? Where are they at the moment? Because they passed that. Is the House of Representatives first?
You see,
or
that's the
House of
problem, bro.
Senate?
American politics, it's so simple, but it's so fucking
Yeah.
complicated, bro. Like,
So
you only have two parties, but then all of a
Yeah.
sudden it gets fucking
So
complicated
he
with the
got
House of
impeached for abuse of power.
Yes, because
What
basically
does
what
it
he was
mean
doing.
to be impeached?
So it
To be
means,
removed
first
as
of all,
president.
yeah, so they're going to try to remove him as president because they're saying that he's using his presidential powers to
It's an
obviously
abuse of power, they
yeah.
say.
But the way he did it was he's trying to like swing votes in his favor for 2020 elections, because we all know
Yeah.
America is going into 2020 elections next year.
In 2020.
yeah.
yeah.
He tried to do something with the Ukraine. I don't know how the
Yeah.
fuck that worked, but anyway,
We just
wanted
don't
to do
care
something with
enough,
the
yeah.
Ukraine, and that was going to lead to him being advantaged in the elections and the other parties being disadvantaged. And apparently the talking point is not whether he's done it or not. Everyone knows he's done it.
Yeah.
The talking point
It's
is whether
whether,
it's
yeah.
bad or it's
Yeah.
good. You know, so the Republicans are trying to say it's not that bad. The Democrats are saying this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And
So they,
yeah.
yeah,
Get
they
him
had
out.
their first round of votes in one of the houses, and they said, yes, we're talking in simple terms here, yes, it is bad.
Yeah,
what
so
he
they said
did.
what he did is wrong and is bad.
Now he goes to
Yeah.
another house where there has to, I think you said there has to be a majority, two-thirds
Two-thirds majority, yeah. And the
for
other thing
impeachment.
is, that was the first, like accusation or whatever you want to call it. The second thing was obstruction of justice. So I don't understand it that well either, but I know that he somehow has the power to block evidence and to block people coming to testify against him or what he's done. And he's done that with the defense force. He's done that with various different like branches within the
Yeah.
government. So they can't even come and bring documentation or say anything about what he's done
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, but if he does get impeached, then that just means the deputy or vice president takes over, who's
Will
Joe
be sworn
Biden
in.
currently. Yeah, but
I think it's time.
I don't think he'll get impeached.
I think hopefully 2020 is the year of good presidents, bro. You
What,
know,
like Hillary Clinton.
no, just someone running America, because obviously when America farts, the world feels it. So if
Yeah.
America does well, everyone else will do well.
America is doing well financially.
Yeah, well, there's
yeah.
Trump has
a,
been great with that
there's-
sense
there's-
of it. He's just a
there's
horrific
big
racist.
stories
that's
of
all.
a big recession coming. Just warning you guys.
Oh, is that one of the episodes that you duped as well? Oh no, we just cancelled that episode.
Yeah, well,
But
we also cancel episodes apparently. If you guys didn't know, we have maybe shot 1 or 2 episodes that we don't release. So there's a
Yeah.
secret for the
There
final
we go,
episode. If you
yeah.
guys don't know.
There we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
but off that boring Trump talk, because
let's
we
talk
don't
more-
really care
let's
much.
talk more about what happened in 2019, the good and the bad. And
So another bummer has been the amount of fires. So I was having a look at
Globally,
it.
yeah.
Ooh,
Globally, Bruno.
Yeah.
So I just initially said the Australian fire. Because you
That
know
is
there's
a-
crazy wildfires going on there.
Yeah.
Absolute
But
nightmare
then-
night now, bro.
But then I got, like it started popping up. There was the California fires. Remember all the celebrities, the
you got to
poor
make it
guys
pop,
were-
Mark.
But yeah, listen everyone.
Rona season.
Fucking Rona season, boys. Oh, that was
Okay.
dope.
So there was the California fires
Yeah.
and there was the Amazonian fires. Remember that,
That was
one?
huge.
That was a big one.
That was huge.
Is that fire out, by the way?
Yeah, just like my other. Yeah, it is.
I would imagine so.
I thought it just was going on too long.
Just
for
like my
that.
other metaphor about when America farts, the whole world smells it. They say that the Amazon is the lungs of the earth. So when that actually, like, when it engulfed in flames, people were like, holy fuck.
This is a big deal.
They found
Big
out
deal.
what it feels like to be Franco and smoking a box a day. They were like, our lungs are on fire. And I was like, I'm used to this.
Yeah, it's normal living.
This is my shit, bro.
This is my shit, bro.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm quitting smoking soon.
I'm doing it
For
on New Year's.
unbeknownst reasons. I can't tell you guys. But yeah, quitting
Yeah.
smoking.
The
gonna be good.
reasons are because he's about to die. Yeah, his doctor said you
Oh,
have to stop
oh
now.
shit.
So we're looking for someone who can handle the computer and some editing.
Yo,
We'll
well,
be taking in.
I just made my
CDs.
25th birthday yesterday, so I'm pretty chuffed I made it to 25.
Yeah, so you're halfway
Yeah.
through your life already, bro.
Which is like it, bro. 50's not that. I want to make 70, bro. But anyway, yeah. So the fires were a big talking point.
Yeah.
I think another big talking point in South Africa was that we got a lot of rain recently, bro, and that we were all waiting for rain, and that the rain got very delayed. Like, it's a small
Yeah.
talking point, but I think we were very grateful for the rains.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever experienced that much. that much rain in one time.
Yes.
It was just non-stop for like literally a week.
I
Didn't stop
got
raining.
weather depression. I promise you.
Yeah,
It was too rainy.
It was too hot though, bro. I'm cooking under these lights now, and
Yeah.
No, but they don't. I don't know, say they. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
the climate, it doesn't give us like. Here's a bit of rain. There's a bit of sun. It's either fucking hot for about 10 months,
yeah.
and then it pisses down constantly.
No, it's crazy.
Do it in proportions, please.
Yeah, because then like it comes to, there's flooding and there's this and there's that and
Oh,
there's
of
like
course, yeah.
boreholes in the middle of roads and stuff. And it's like, look, not complaining about any rain. We need it.
We needed the rain, and I love the rain.
But
Yeah,
unfortunately, there has
yeah,
been bad things
I mean,
that have come from it too.
Look at the roads, and also there's been dead people because of flooding and stuff. But I was very grateful for it. Although, like the guys who really need it, the farmers and all of that, aren't getting any rain.
Yeah.
That's all. They've just like delivered truckloads of whatever it might be for them to assist them with feeding the animals and all of that shit. But so that's been good and bad, I guess. But
Yeah.
also a bunch of awesome news that I personally do not give a shit about. Is the royal baby was born. Prince Harry and that paralegal.
Oh,
yeah.
suits.
Couldn't care less, bro.
Yeah.
So his name is Archie. And yeah, he's a baby. So
Yeah,
Why?
that's
But
pretty
parents
cool.
love that shit, bro.
my gran is
I don't know why.
obsessed with it.
Yeah, but we do have a lot of British influence in South Africa. Obviously, we're colonized. Yeah, there's still a lot of British culture in South Africa, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a monarch. I mean, how the fuck is monarchy still existing? But
Yeah,
well.
it's just a big ruse, I think.
I think they donate a lot to charity, but
Yeah, well, they use
would
taxpayers' money
imagine
to.
fair enough. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll interview the baby when it gets a bit older and can fucking speak. So
Yeah.
it's definitely wealthier than all of us are and our parents. So that's
That's
cool.
true.
Then we get on the fucking. There has been some sexual assaults, the usual in America, the Hollywood.
But
breaking
not
out.
just usual. So I think to lead off of that as well, I think in 2019 we did a very big stride for protecting women in South Africa as well with all the drama that went on. I think we did very well to bringing to light and obviously what's the word, man? I fucking shouldn't drink, bro. But anyway, fucking
Okay,
teaching
yeah.
people, educating people.
Yes, there we go.
That's the word.
There we
bro.
go.
Educating people on how dangerous it is for women, and especially in South Africa sometimes. Like, I thought about it the other day. I was somewhere, I was alone, and I was a bit frightened, and I was like, imagine I was a lady in the situation. It's dark, I'm alone, I didn't feel very safe. I was like, this is not how life should be. So I think we made a big strides. Obviously government, obviously try to step in and say, listen. We're going to try to look at legislation and see if we can change this and do better.
Yeah, well, there's
Yeah.
a constitutional court judgments. It's complicated and probably boring to you guys. Awesome to me.
So just give us a quick breakdown.
But it's sort of assisted with the protection of women. It's got to do with common purpose and rape. Common purpose is when there's like a group of people commits a crime, but say, for example, only one person murdered the person.
Jeez,
But
like,
all of you guys stormed in and caused chaos. So it was basically
Okay.
there was an epidemic, not an epidemic. Jesus, there was something happened long ago where these guys set a plan where they would storm all these houses and rape the mother, the children, whatever.
Jeez,
And
hectic.
turned out only certain of them raped people,
Yeah.
and the other guys were saying, "No, how can we get?"
They're just bystanders, yeah.
Convict. Well, they weren't bystanders; they were part of
Yeah.
group, but they just happened to not rape. How can they be convicted for rape, etc.?
Yeah.
If we didn't do anything, so they weren't.
That's
or
crazy,
something
yeah.
like that. But now that's been changed.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
common purpose. You all have the same intention. You all did
Yeah.
it as a group. You all getting nailed.
I think the
Okay,
best
so-
recap of 2019 is basically it was very good for South Africa. Like we said, Miss Universe, the Rugby World Cup, the Netball World Cup. We did all these great things. All we were lacking was, our political.
Yeah.
Also, the Cricket World Cup was an absolute nightmare for us.
Yeah, but we wrote that off. We
Completely
wrote that off.
dismal.
We forgot about
We
that very
spoke-
well. Yeah.
We spoke before this, not to mention that.
But 2019 was a very good year for South Africans.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, we made lots of strides in, obviously helping women rights and all that kind of stuff. So I think we did very well in that aspect. But I think we're going to do a little fines. So obviously things have happened throughout the season. We're going to do a few fines. And we're going to give each other a fine for something we've done wrong during the podcast so far. So I don't know who wants to start it off. I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
Let's just see where the shots are. So we obviously have shots here.
We're going to use these little...
Yeah, we can use
We'll
these
use
ones
these,
for now.
First, yeah.
They fucking big though, bro. This is more than a
It's
shot.
not. It's a shot.
This is more than a shot. Okay, so everyone
Make
have
it
one
the
in front
double.
of you because everyone's going to have to take one for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
So, you guys got
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to hand you guys shots. Okay, so I'll kick it off. I'm going to find... Let me think. I'm going to find Fraser. Okay. First fine goes out to Frey for always being late. And when he's usually very punctual, and he's been very late for our...
Mm.
So
Always been late.
we-
It was
well,
one time.
it was like 3
It's
times.
been bad.
Michael literally got you 20 minutes
Because
ago.
you're so vocal about it, being punctual, I'm going to
Yeah.
fine you for being not punctual.
I even said to Kim today that I'm being a very, very much of a hypocrite.
Yeah, so as you guys don't know, we meet an hour before the podcast actually starts just to recap, speak about things, get ready for the podcast
Yeah.
setup. And Fraser's been late many times.
Like once, but
Yeah. Fraser's fine. Oh, he took it like a champ, bro.
Oh, was it? Double shots. It's got to be
Yeah.
a double shot.
I have no idea, but there was a lot of glugging. So,
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
No,
What are you two?
do you need to find Michael now, or we do?
No, you guys find someone now.
Okay, well, I'll find Michael because how's our website looking?
For those who don't know, we have a
Michael
website.
has one task. Franco does the editing and all of that. I do all the social media, but I said I'm a bit swamped with a website that I don't understand how to do. Michael, please take it over. No, sure, yet we've still got a Puerto Rican template on there. It's something about herbs and spices, so don't go onto our website. Because
No one
Michael's
goes there anyway, Frey.
Oh, please. That Puerto Rican spice company's got millions of followers now. Because, so you can have a... That is shit work.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
Yeah.
Take the fine.
We'll take that fine.
Okay. I'm guessing I'm going to get fined now since everyone else has had a fine.
Oh, fair enough. Do you think it's double or single?
Nah, that wasn't too bad.
It's single.
Okay.
I'm going to obviously find Franco for... There's quite a few things that Franco did actually.
Okay, but I'm in charge
It's
of a lot.
because he has the most responsibility as well.
Yeah.
Though. So I think there were a couple of times where the Zoom
died or the
died
audio
or
or
there
something.
was we were full of memory or something on the
So
Zoom.
we briefly messaged. You can see I'm fucking drinking, bro. We briefly mentioned. Jeez, bro. We briefly
We
mentioned that we obviously filmed a few episodes that we didn't post, and that was due to poor audio. So I'll take that.
My biggest upset was we had a solid episode a couple of weeks ago, and Franco, without telling us, fucking did something to the
So
audio.
people are always complaining about the audio, which is perfect now, which I fucking finally figured out.
yeah.
But people always like not complaining, but they were saying like the audio is not that good. So I tried to change something before we went to actually film the episode, and then it turned out to be dog shit. So I'll take that.
Yeah. It sounds like putting tinfoil in a microwave. It was horrific. But that's our first round of fines. We've got 3 more to do, but we will do it in the intervals. Okay, calm down.
Fuck, I'm not good at shots, bro. Anyway, okay, we're gonna move on to serial killers.
Yeah, by the way,
Straight in.
by the way, we're talking about serial killers as
Yeah.
well. We have no,
You can obviously
no
see-
themes.
Yeah, my
No
transitions
yeah.
isn't very good when I'm drunk. This fucking Jägermeister is still burning me. We obviously went out last night, so I'm struggling a bit. But anyway, this is obviously Fraser's topic of.
Obviously.
Well,
I have a fascination.
he does
with it.
believe that aliens exist, so it is obviously Fraser's.
Should we go back on that?
We can talk about aliens.
We can talk about aliens. So yeah, Frey loves this topic. I know there's a big genre and niche for it. I don't really care about it because I hate fucking thinking about serial killers and that kind of shit, bro.
But dude, it's a strange thing how
People
how
obsess
big
about it, yeah.
true crime documentaries and things like
Podcasts.
that.
True crime podcast. Fucking
dude.
hell.
Well, I just
Just
finished the
people
one
go
today
crazy for
on
it.
Netflix that don't fuck with cats.
Yeah, I was walking in with you and
That was a bit of a
weird,
hectic
strange
one,
one.
but it's.
Don't
I
fuck
think
with
it is.
cats.
It's because yeah, I'll explain it just now. But it's. I find it just like the fascination behind how their minds work, basically. Why the hell are you killing people? Like, I find that very interesting.
I'm interested too, but I also like watching those things.
It's like
No,
a
I
morbid
just think
curiosity,
sometimes
dude.
that people are trying to learn from these people's mistakes, and I'm like, you're a bit fucking dodgy now, mate. I'm like, why are you so obsessed with this shit, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I could be sitting there just picking up where they went wrong in each case.
Yeah. Making notes and shit.
Yeah.
So firstly, like I said, I'm not a big enthusiast on this topic, but obviously I do research because I'm a professional and I love this podcast. So I typed in South African serial killers.
Did you get
Sure.
Moses Sitole?
A huge list, bro. We
I would imagine
huge
so.
list.
I would
Yeah,
imagine so, dude.
So we have a
Those are
lot of
just
people,
killers.
bro. But I think the best person for me, just purely based on his name,
It's got to be Moses.
is Stuart Wilkin. And Stuart Wilkin's nickname, so you have Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper's a cool one, bro.
Yeah.
What do you guys think Stuart Wilkin, his nickname was
Mr.
as a serial
Wilkes.
killer? Michael.
Sure, I don't know.
Okay, he killed 10 victims.
Okay. The 10
And
people.
his nickname is Boetie Boer.
Booty boo. Goodness gracious.
Fucking hell. Oh no, watch out for Boetie Boer.
No, that doesn't sound scary at all, bro.
And he was very well known. So also what I learned from doing my research, because I love this podcast, is that basically Boetie Boer, he had a niche. So apparently serial killers have a niche and they like killing a certain type of person. And he liked killing prostitutes and young boys, bro. Like, this shit's way too
Okay.
fucking
It's
scary.
often prostitutes.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I
So
don't want to
many
learn
other
about
pros-
this shit,
Yeah.
bro. Fuck you, Boetie
And they
Boer.
also usually have
Okay,
their
it's life
own...
imprisonment. Sorry, I felt bad speaking about him because in case he comes out, but it's life, so he's dead.
Okay.
Okay.
They also have specific ways of going about doing their killing, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was one killer, huge fan of him. No, I'm not. He was like a normal dad, and he made one error and eventually got caught. But he was known as the BTK killer, which is bind,
BTK.
torture, kill.
BTK
so-
sounds like a fucking K-pop band, bro.
Yeah, well, he's not. He's a killer. He's a gruesome killer. But so he obviously binds, he tortures, and then he kills his victims.
Jeez.
So he's got a method to it. But yeah, he was just some normal family man. I think he was the leader of the church or some shit.
Jeez, man.
Eventually they caught him because they traced a floppy drive back to...
floppy
Oh,
drive.
okay. When was this?
Floppy disk.
1600s. Somewhere around there.
I had a floppy drive last night.
But you did.
But anyway.
Oh, God, that's great, guys.
Okay, so, yeah.
So who's your favorite serial killer? Anger.
Boetie Boer.
Booty boo.
No, so obviously I haven't indulged in this topic a lot.
Yeah.
So I had to literally start off with what is a serial killer, which is of course also pretty interesting to me. Just
It's
the
more than
definition
two
itself.
people, isn't it?
No, so it doesn't give an exact number, but let me just get you the proper definition here.
Can you pop for me?
I think we should have a Rona season.
Where's that lighter?
We need a Rona season while I'm getting the. Okay, let Mike pop it before I. Okay, Frey, you dropped the pop, bro. Okay, but a serial killer is typically a person who murders 3 or more people. Okay, there is a number, I lied. Usually in service of abnormal psychological gratification, with the murders taking place over more than a month, and including a significant period and in between them. But the other definition I read was it included a thing saying that a serial killer has like a pattern to what he does,
Yes.
which I also found pretty
Generally,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, like I said, I don't indulge in
Mm-hmm.
those kind of stuff. So that's very interesting to me. I know for a fact that they never said that. I know this is quite hectic, but I'm bringing in Hitler. But Hitler, he was always his wardrobe was one piece of clothing. Like, he had one suit, kind of like army thing that he always wore, and that was sort of like a pattern that they were always hinting at. They're like,
Okay.
these people have like these weird.
But isn't there a difference between a serial killer and a mass murderer?
So I think a mass murderer is just like a once-off school gunning kind of fucking full on.
No, well,
bro.
Hitler was a mass
Well-
murderer. He wasn't a serial killer. He specifically, I don't know, hated the Jews and just had to
Yeah.
exterminate them, so to speak.
There's
Yeah.
a difference, I would. Yeah. There's a
I
difference.
wouldn't regard him as a serial killer because there was no...
Yeah, but I'm not saying
No,
he's a
that's like
serial
a-
killer.
That's like
I'm
a
talking about the mindset where there's a pattern
Oh, yeah.
in these fucked up
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
you know?
like
So, like-
psychopathic type
And
of.
dude, sometimes it's worried me. So I don't know, those who know me personally know that I like to wear black on black the whole time, and it's like my one go-to outfit. And I'm just sitting there thinking when I'm doing this research, I'm like, holy fuck, maybe I'm a bit of a crazy, bro. Like,
There's a
I've
dark
also-
side to me.
no, Luke. But I'm like, yo, sometimes I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah.
maybe I'm a bit fucked up. I don't know.
The guy who wakes up screaming when there's a noise in the room is a demented serial killer.
That story was not meant to be put out to the podcast, but anyway. Anyway, moving on from that. Yeah, so I got very interested, bro. Like, I can see why there is a niche for this kind of shit.
See why it is.
But the problem is, I think that, I don't know, don't you think all this research and people paying such attention to it makes people more inclined to become a fucking serial killer?
And one of the big issues I have with it, I mean, I love these documentaries and stuff, but one of the big issues I have with it is that these serial killers are sort of idolized.
They are.
I hate that, Joe. I hate that, bro.
Victims are just, there's victim number one.
That's just a
number
number,
two.
Yeah, because it fucking irritates me, dude.
There's one that I watched. It's called Don't Fuck with Cats. It's on Netflix now. It's quite a tough watch, because he kills cats and then he goes on to humans, which is chilled. But it's but it's quite hectic. But he killed one person, but this whole documentary was about him who killed this person that he's briefly mentioned in the fucking documentary. The guy who got sawn into pieces, basically. So it's a bit irritating.
Who's your favorite serial killer? You asked that earlier, and I'm like, I don't have a favorite serial killer because I don't fucking.
Do we include like cult leaders? What are they considered as serial killers as well? Like
no, because like Charles Manson, for example, he didn't kill a single person himself.
Oh yeah,
His
got everyone to do
followers
his dirty work
killed
for
him,
him.
so
Yeah.
he's not a killer even.
No.
So like, I hate saying it's weird to say the word favorite, but the most interesting serial killer for me is. Are you having a panic about the Zoom again?
No, just checking the volumes. Carry on.
The most interesting for me is Ed Kemper. So he's this dude. He was the co-ed killer.
The co-ed killer. That sounds.
He killed co-eds mostly, and his grandparents and his mom. And he had a bad relationship with his mom, so he eventually killed her when they got into a fight, and he like cut her head off, and like ripped out her throat.
This kind of shit doesn't fucking entertain me. I'm like, fuck this, bro. I get scared, bro. I'm like, no.
It's just interesting. And then he ripped out her voice box, and because she used to shout a lot, so he's like, now you can't speak, although she had been killed already.
It's a little bit excessive,
And then I think he had sex with her head. I don't know. I can't remember. But he was like 6'9". He had an IQ of 145, and he actually handed himself into police because he got bored. That's why I like him, bro. Because he was smart.
That's the weirdest thing. Like, how is that your favorite serial killer?
Yeah.
Dude, I literally know two. It's Ted Bundy, because there's a film made about him, and then Jack the Ripper, because that's like the most well-spoken serial killer in the world.
He used to mutilate those bodies, apparently, but
jeez,
because it was so long ago, it doesn't count.
You see, like, people look at this and they like find it interesting, like, what's his mindset and whatever. I hear this, I'm like, you fucked up, bro. You needed to see someone to make sure that you don't do this shit, and you obviously never got into contact with those people.
They shouldn't be idolized. They should be shunned and like put in a hole somewhere.
Yeah, honestly, that's my point of view.
That's where I'm in a conflict, because I agree with you guys, but I fucking love watching.
But you're interested in it as well,
Okay, but you'd never let these oaks loose, bro. You never say go.
I think they're horrible people.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
But they're fascinating.
Yeah, it's a fucking interesting topic, bro. And you get like girls that like idolize them a lot and like try to visit them in prison.
Bro.
Ted Bundy, the chicks love that.
Well, there's a guy called nicknamed the Night Stalker. It was Richard Ramirez. He had his, what do you call them, pen pals, basically, when you're in jail.
Yeah. Okay.
And he murdered women and shit like that as a serial killer.
Jeez,
and one of his pen pals he got married to, bro. They were married for 14 years in prison.
Imagine you marry someone you know they're a serial killer. What the fuck, dude?
Well, didn't Ted Bundy have a girlfriend as well the whole time?
He proposed in court.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Bro. She didn't know about it, though.
She believed that he didn't do it.
There was like suspicions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you see, that's the thing. I think fucking serial killers are just messed up. Give me your final thoughts on serial killers.
Oh, they're messed up, dude. I'm not going to say they're good.
But you like them. You like to learn about them.
I like to learn about them,
yeah.
I find it informative.
Yeah, like the mindsets and like the way that they think is interesting to me. But the fact that they are like idolized, I don't enjoy that fact.
Yeah, I think
fucked up.
Serial killers, bro, they shouldn't be idolized. They should be shunned, and they should be told to fuck off, bro. I want to create an island where you put all the stupid people and the fucking serial killers. They can do whatever they want on that island.
The poor stupid people, bro. Stupid people are just getting hunted down left, right, and center.
Not stupid people like IQ, like stupid people like that do stupid things.
Oh my God! Did you see Jeremy just got killed? I wonder who's next.
Okay. So we're gonna take a break after that because that was brilliant. But anyway, we'll see you guys after the break. We're a bit pissed, but we're having a good time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in action. We're gonna start off with another round of fines, and I think I have the perfect fine that I've been waiting to give for a while. I'm gonna fine Fraser for always knocking over his microphone during the episodes. Firstly, also, what I don't think he realizes is that he always fiddles with this in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I'm just making sure everything is in
And
order.
it fucks the noise up every time I'm editing. So, Frey, I know you have half a shot there.
Got half a bottle here. Just want to compare for those of you watching. This is what Mike's is, this is what mine is. Apparently, it equates, there's a ratio between the size of the person and the size of their
exactly
shot.
what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly why we did it,
Okay,
yeah.
no, okay. I get that for such a shitty ass fine.
I think we're going to give a bit of a Rona season at the same time.
Hey.
Jesus, man. Trying to have a shot here.
It's Rona season, boys.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Fuck, that was a good pop, eh?
was a good one.
Holy
It
shit.
was a nice
bro.
one. Good and clean.
Smooth.
I'm gonna find Franco. This could go both ways, though. I think for poor spelling and grammar on our posts.
I have to fix it up every single time on Instagram.
It's because I'm always rushed, bro. That's my excuse, but I'll take it.
What do you mean it could go either way?
Well, that's
Right,
the thing.
yours
Like
being pretty
sometimes
bad.
you make ones as well.
I do not have spelling mistakes. I am so anal with my grammar. But I have made one or
Okay.
two.
Let me take it.
That's half of a baby shot. What is this? You guys out to get to me.
We're going out for my birthday now, so I have to be...
Okay,
so-
well, Franco, will you please refill your shot because it's my fine now?
Goodness, fuck.
No,
bro.
don't. And to the top.
Oh. Okay, just so I'll do it just so the camera can see how much I'm pouring.
Okay,
Or at least
well,
another half one.
It was not half. This is a double shot. That was a
no,
full
it's
shot.
not.
Fuck the heartburn, bro. Who
Okay,
else gets
but
heartburn?
I am going to find Franco because we have now established that the dislikes that we get on YouTube are because of him. Because we shared his Survivor promo video and it got dislikes. And
Twice.
we have two people out there that we
hate me.
didn't know who
Apparently they hate me.
And it seems like it's Franco that they hate.
Do you think so? Because I could make a few reasons as to why people would hate me as well.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're very hateable people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But because it was
The
on
fact
your
that we have-
specific video, there
Yeah.
were 2 dislikes, and there's been 2 dislikes on most of our videos. Some dickhead is fucking disliking Franco, and ultimately affecting.
And I'm just trying, guys.
So
But I'll take it. Yeah, let me go for it, bro. Another full shot.
By the way, stop disliking our videos.
Franco is sorry for whatever he did.
Oh, fuck.
Alternatively, we are sorry because
Yeah, that's also
they could be like fuck Franco
apologies.
because of Mike and Fraser.
Yeah, but before we get into the next topic, honestly, I know I get very lovable when I'm drunk. But I really want to thank everyone that's been listening, supporting. It's been fucking awesome, bro. Like, it really has been. Obviously, when you start something new, you get nervous about what people are going to think. And the reaction from most people, it's really been positive, bro. And I really appreciate it. People sharing, people liking, people doing their things. It's sort of like, look, this isn't a business, but if someone starts a business and you go and you start buying stuff from their business just to support them, I think it's amazing to see, bro. So thank you. We have 102 subscribers as we speak.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's more than I
strong.
thought we would get.
Yeah,
For
so
the first season,
yeah.
the response
really-
has been
The response has been very good. And I feel like South Africa really needs more things like this in the space. I do honestly believe that. I really hope that we try to help.
But we don't
and
want
assist.
competition, so fuck off.
Yeah, but if you do want to compete, please don't start a podcast, do something else online. But yeah, really,
yeah.
thank you guys for all the views, the shares, the likes, the comments, like
Yeah.
everything. Every little bit helps.
yeah,
But
thank you
obviously
guys.
hope that we are bringing you
Good
content.
stuff, yeah.
Good content.
Dude,
so-
I've got some really amazing messages that really keep me going. I was showing Mark one yesterday, and bro, it's just people come out the works and they're like,
yeah,
I love this.
that's amazing.
obviously
Close
it's-
friends and family, thank you. We
Yeah,
we
obviously
see
it's-
you. We see you.
Obviously, it's for some people and some obviously it's not. But I really appreciate
Yeah.
those that do help.
Except for the 2
Furthermore-
people that dislike it, they can go.
Yeah.
fuck
They can get
themselves.
fucked,
wrecked.
yeah. But I think our goal, honestly, for the next year is just to bring you guys the best shit you guys have ever seen. Honestly, we speak about it all the time, and we at work. We're doing our thing, bro. Like, we're really trying to get the best shit for you guys out there.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Does no one have a fine for me, eh? We poured this for nothing.
No.
We don't find Michael yet.
I'll find Michael. Okay, I'm gonna find Michael.
You should have let me do that speech. And then
The speech kind of threw me off.
on your behalf.
Find Michael on my behalf because I'm drunk.
Okay. Mr. Skinny Legs.
Ooh.
Please, will you have a
Ooh. I try
Ooh.
really hard, bro.
shot? Michael for having the skinniest legs ever seen on camera.
I try hard.
Also,
really hard.
I don't know how you say that with me in the room.
Well, you wear long pants.
Always.
Yeah.
Also, they're not that bad. Just saying. Putting it out
Also,
there.
They're worse in real life.
Fraser chewed me about having a bad fine. If that's not the worst fine I've heard of in my life.
Please, it was very off-putting to the audience.
Okay. We're going to move on to a topic that I think is going to be quite funny. Because obviously, we are 3 South African blokes, 3 South African fellas. Obviously, just doing our thing, and we're going to understand this humor a lot. But we want to speak about things South Africans do. Specifically, maybe weird things, just things that
You would
South
only
Africans,
find
yeah,
in South Africa.
South Africa
really.
would only South Africans would understand. So we've obviously done a bit of our own research and seen what it is that South Africans do. And I'm going to kick it off with saying that obviously I've traveled overseas and I've never ever gone to a parking lot where I see a car guard. Like, when you speak to people overseas about a car guard, they're like, what the fuck is a car guard for, bro? Like,
It's a little bit concerning that we have them in the first place.
I think it is, but
It's job
But-
creation.
But I saw
There we go.
I saw a video that a while back of this car guard chasing a thief, bro, in Cape Town, and he beat this guy, bro.
Yeah.
Epic.
Awesome.
So obviously his job is meant to be there, bro. So obviously people who are not from South Africa will be like, what the fuck is a car guard for, bro?
Yeah,
and
tip
you
your
just-
car guards,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, make sure you do that. They're watching your car. Sometimes there's inside jobs, but
Yeah.
it's the rare occasion. So thank you to the car guards. Yeah, job creation. It's awesome. I think also with South Africa, there's some words and phrases that we use.
Only us will
that
understand,
are-
bro. You go overseas and they're like, what the
What are you
fuck
even talking
you
about,
saying,
yeah?
bro?
So a very popular one is the difference between just now, now.
So let's
No,
get it
no.
right? Just now
Is
means I'll do it like in like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll do it just now.
Now is quicker than that. I'll be
No, is later, bro. When I say now, I'm gonna do it way
I'm gonna
later.
do it- wait, I'm gonna do
I'll
it
do it
just
now.
Or I'm gonna do it now.
Well, just now to me, it could never happen as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
now is quicker.
no.
Now I'll
Just
do it
because you
now.
double tense it.
I'll do it now.
No. I'm not gonna do it now. I'll do it now. Like
Like
fuck
no,
that.
like later.
Yeah.
But is that longer than just now? I'll do it just now.
Wait, no, I'll do it just now means I'm gonna do it quicker.
Do you
I'll
think
do it
so?
now.
To me, just now is like that might not happen.
I
Well,
agree with
thanks for the
Michael.
consensus, guys. We obviously have.
Just now. I think now.
Think about
no,
now.
is definitely quicker, bro.
No, now is way later, bro. If you're sitting on the couch and your chick's like, listen, please can you make dinner? You'll be like, oh, I'll make it now.
This is why there's so much
It'll
confusion.
never happen. Yeah.
But what if you say, oh yeah, I'll make it just now? That's not. You're not gonna make dinner. If you say, oh no, I'm gonna do it now, that means I'm not gonna do it. In other words,
Now
Well,
is
dude,
now is
now,
now.
obviously,
now.
Now is
we
now.
figured out that not even fucking South Africans know what it means, bro. So let's carry on from that one,
If you
bro.
say I'm gonna do it now, does that mean now?
If
Or
I
does-
say I'm going to do it now, I'm going to do it now. If I say I'm going to do it just now, it's 5 to 10 minutes. If I say I'm going to do it now, bro, don't expect me to do
It's
that,
not gonna
bro.
happen.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, fuck the just now and the now are bothering me.
No,
Just
just think
now,
about
now.
the way you use it. Just now. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it just now because you're more serious. You're like, I'll do it just now. Now. But you're
Sounds like
sitting on the
you're not
couch.
listening.
You're like,
No.
no. Yeah.
That's why there's so much confusion because like people use it in different ways.
Okay, well, this
So,
is
like,
obviously
it
not
could
something
be-
South Africans are very good at. Then let's carry on.
So sorry for trying to explain
Bringing that up at all. Yeah.
And then there's also the interpretation of shame.
That's funny, bro.
Shame.
I didn't understand it because I thought it was, I don't know, it was the weirdest thing to me.
You say that to a foreigner.
You say that, dude.
Don't be sorry for me.
And like, you like look at a dog or like the perfect example is like, oh, shame, look how cute this dog is. And people are like, why do you feel sorry for this dog? You're like, no, bro, like shame is like cute.
No, but
Yeah.
isn't the interpretation different? Doesn't shame mean like, I just pictured of Game of Thrones, like, shame.
What like the actual use of
Like,
the word?
You put me to shame. It's a shame what you've done.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm
it's
saying the
in a
way
negative context. It's
the
not
way
feeling
we
sorry.
use it though
It's feeling sorry.
is as the
feeling
cute,
feeling
yeah,
fucking
feeling-
everything.
we can
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, shame, nice roof. You're like,
Yeah.
why the fuck do you say shame? No idea, bro.
And America could see it as, like you said, like a very
I think it's in a
like
negative.
Negative, yeah.
very negative
Yeah.
manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, like shame, bro. Like,
And you'll be like, what the fuck did I do to you?
Feel
like
sorry for
shame
the
on
sake.
you,
Why are you
kind of
shaming
vibe.
me?
Yeah.
You're shaming me. And for us, it's just like, oh, he broke his arm. Shame. Like, oh, I broke my arm, dude. Don't shame me.
Leave me alone, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think it's very
Yeah.
interesting though.
To me-
Mike, you got something?
Yeah, to me, a crazy one is when homeless people just take it upon themselves to direct traffic.
I love that though.
I don't know where they get those. Sometimes you see them with
Like a
those vests on, bro. I don't know where they get them
See, the
from.
thing is, the crazy thing for
But-
me as well is overseas, like a high visibility vest, is
Yeah.
what it's called, has like some sort of authority attached to it.
Mm.
In South Africa, nothing.
Oh, no.
So there's
yeah.
viral videos that happen
Yeah.
of like people wearing high vis jackets and they go into like movie theaters and they watch a free movie acting like they're going to go fix something. In South Africa, if you went into a movie theater with a high vis jacket, they would put you in Tara, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. So on that, like just to elaborate on that, if anyone's international, that'd be great. We have a lot of robots, another thing, traffic lights. that
Yeah,
are out.
we call them robots.
Yeah, traffic lights that are out because of ESCOM that we discussed earlier. Therefore, it becomes a four-way stop, and we need a traffic guard.
Yeah,
And sometimes the homeless people step up to the plate and do it, and they do it exceptionally.
exactly.
Only like 70% accident chance, but otherwise it's good.
Fraser literally just mentioned it though, but another thing South Africans know about is load shedding.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what happens is our fucking government has taken over half of a company called ESCOM, who supply our electricity for us. And because they're so useless, there's
It's
so
a
much
monopoly
corruption,
as well.
and it's crazy that they don't have enough electricity to give to the whole population, that they have to cut a certain amount of electricity off the grid to keep the power running.
But they still supply to other African countries without problems. So
Yeah, it's very controversial.
Mm.
But we know what load shedding means, and load shedding means that, okay, you're going to be off for a certain amount of time, and you won't have electricity for these 4 hours because we
planned
understand.
outages,
Yeah, it's planned
Yeah.
outages.
which
and
I
it's
would
crazy.
assume for a foreigner is bizarre.
It's
as
bizarre.
hell.
The
Yeah,
only time they have
don't,
outages is
uh,
when there's a fucking crisis,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a meteor hits
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
and we're in a crisis the whole time, bro.
Yeah,
Or
so that-
crises, should I say?
No. What's a crisis?
The correct
don't know.
pronunciation.
I don't know. I've been drinking. Bro.
I honestly don't know what the correct one is, so you might be right.
I could be
Crisis,
correct.
crises,
Crises. Okay.
Sounds like
Either
a Greek
or.
god, but we found
potatoes,
Next
potato,
one.
whatever it is.
Oh shit. Yeah. So other things that South Africans do is I cannot remember because I've been drinking.
Ah,
And Kim
No.
didn't make notes
Me
on
too.
the South African thing.
Me
for
too.
Me.
Kim.
damn it,
No.
Kim.
But I think a big thing South Africans know, bro, is that like we understand. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like when you go to America, it's like English culture and maybe Spanish that leaks in, right? A big thing between South Africa is like you have to understand cultures. You have to know that this culture does so, this culture does that, and we have so many different cultures in one, bro. And I think it's amazing. I think it's probably I see so many countries that like brag about being so diverse. And I'm like, you guys have not seen South
No,
Africa
we take
yet.
the plates. 11 official
Yeah.
languages. Our anthem, what? That's got four languages.
Different
I think.
languages.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
But I think it's 4. So that's quite incredible. Another thing in South Africa, you try and avoid walking alone at night.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bit because like most people. So for me, the best way to explain this, right, is that overseas you have cities, and in the city everyone stays, and then you get your suburban areas where families go. But in South Africa, you have cities where we don't go.
No, you don't go there.
You don't go there.
No.
So if you come to South Africa, don't go to the city.
Mm-mm.
There's a very good guide on Facebook. I'll link it in the description. On
No, we won't, because I do the descriptions.
certain words, if you hear it inside of the CBD, you fucking run, bro.
Yeah.
Is there actually a thing like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Yeah.
What? So criminals say something.
Oh yeah, I'll actually, if I had my phone, it was it's charging at the moment, but
What,
no,
you just hear them say something?
no,
and
so
then-
like words that will be shouted, like to know that everyone must get the fuck out of here. But anyway,
by
Oh,
other
shit.
people.
yeah,
Oh,
so
fuck.
you know there's like I'll read it to you after, it's
Is
quite
it
funny.
something on the lines of like, hey, get the fuck out of here?
No, it's a bit more, obviously, it's a bit more indigenous, bro,
Discreet.
yeah. But anyway, so our layout of how our cities and things work, I think is a bit different. So most people, and the safest areas is your suburban areas, And in the city, it's not very safe in the city, bro.
It's an interesting one, bro, because like, look, I think there's places in every single country that like you just don't go there.
Definitely,
because
and I
these
think
things are
that's what
gonna
people
happen.
keep forgetting about. Like every single country has its own crux,
So like,
bro.
there are places that you can go and walk at night. Like we've walked around Santon at night. And
Okay, but we're talking about the bougiest area at fucking Joburg.
Yeah.
but like I
it
was
was
saying,
good. It was fine, though. It was fine,
There's places
obviously,
that you can go and there's places that you can't
I agree
go.
with him fully. But if you walk
Unfortunately-
around in fucking Joburg CBD at night time, goodness gracious, start fucking running.
Yeah,
bro.
unfortunately, there's more places that you can't go
Yeah.
and walk around than you can.
Yeah,
And
but the
the
weird thing is about the Joburg CBD. I mean, there's so many businesses there. There's so many people that reside there. The courts are there. It's
Yeah, that course
weird,
is
like,
terrible, bro. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
honestly
But
the
for
most.
me, honestly, the big thing for me is that like overseas and in South Africa it works differently in this sense, right? Where overseas there's a city and you have public transport that'll take you anywhere, right? Where in South Africa only public transport is a taxi. And people, when you say the word taxi, they think of like a yellow cab, cheese like it, bro.
yellow cab.
A yellow cab or those black taxis from
Yeah.
London. We have minibuses, bro. We have big minibuses that pile people in. Probably not the safest. And they
Taxis.
transport people around. Maybe I think about 70% of the population.
Yeah.
And our public transport is actually terrible. So people in South Africa, if you don't have a vehicle, you struggle to get around.
Yeah.
You know, for majority of your population,
So
if you don't want to walk. Yeah.
basically, the taxis are quite dangerous. They're reckless
Yeah.
drivers.
Yeah.
However, I mean, my dad travels a lot for work,
Yeah.
and he said, I mean, we're nowhere near the worst with public transport. He says, go to fucking India, bro.
I can
And
There's
imagine.
a few
do-
places.
do the
Egypt
pub-
apparently has also.
Yeah.
Nightmare. Yeah. So that's
There's a few
I mean,
places.
that's sort of just life. Also, we are sweating tits here just because we've got two lights in the corner.
Massive
It
lights.
is
The lights
yeah.
underneath
boiling.
here,
Studio
yeah.
lights, yeah.
And I'm just, if you start seeing spots on my chest, just please excuse it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I just want to say, like, I'm proud to be South African.
100%.
I love this
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
I wish the best for this country. I think this country is, like we just recapped on 2019, I think we're up to amazing things. If we can just figure out our politics a bit and, like, smooth the... We've been drinking.
Smooth things out.
Smooth things out, smooth the rough edges around. Whatever the fuck.
Do you want to close on that one, eh?
We could do well as a country, bro. I think we have a lot going for us.
Definitely. And now
100%.
it's time for another fine.
Another fine. Okay. If we're not drunk enough already from what I've just shown you,
Pour your fines.
Pour your fines. Are
fines.
these the last fines?
Nope.
these
There's one
are
at the
not
end.
the last fines. We're going to do one at the end.
Oh,
okay.
I've been using my shot glass as an ashtray, so I don't know what I'm
Don't worry, we've got these fucking things.
I'll swig one from the bottle, bro. Okay.
No,
I don't trust you.
from the bottle.
I trust myself. Okay. Swig one from the bottle.
No, you're not swigging from the bottle. these are going to be even, eh?
I'm not gonna pour hectic ones though, bro.
We're going to see after this
fine.
episode.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a bit
From
too much.
102
That'll be your one,
subscribers down to 4.
Fuck off, Michael.
It's the same. It's the same.
Okay, well, I'll take one.
Okay.
Okay, so then, yeah, we got to find Michael first.
I'm going to find both of you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
No, we can't do two fines now.
I'm doing 2 fines at the same
Two
time.
fines in one.
So I'm going to find these guys. A lot of the times people don't realize, but I try say something to lead them to speak because I've run out of things to say. And sometimes they really don't catch the drift. They are like, they'll think I'm going to say something further, but I'm trying to lead it onto them.
Maybe you should
It's pre-
engage in conversation.
So I'll say something like, so we're going to the shops today, guys. And then they'll stay quiet. And I'm really
Why are
hoping.
you saying that on the podcast?
What? So what I'm basically finding them for is just sometimes not
I get
taking the hint.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
terrible, terrible fine. But
It's I think all our fines have been pretty shitty, bro.
not
Okay.
necessarily.
Okay.
I'm ready for fucking fines now.
I'm gonna
'cause here
run
it comes.
Franco in that same light. Sometimes we don't know when you're going on a rant.
What was the one thing I spoke about? That was hilarious, bro. I went on for like 4 hours, like same story.
So like it's hard to distinguish between the rant and when you want us to.
That's
Full
an
shot there, yeah.
exact fucking... It's like a counterfine. It's like an oxymoron.
It's a
of a
counterfine.
fine.
I see your
I
fine
raise you a
and I raise
counterfine.
you.
You might as well fill it to the top because I'm
No,
going to
Mark,
find
you got
Franco
a
as
chance,
well.
bro. Mark, we're going out for my birthday after
I
this.
know.
Yeah.
We got to last.
I'm already fucked, bro. People can hear it.
Okay, well, I'm going to find you now as well.
Jeez, like, bro.
I must keep this open.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Okay, Franco.
Oh, thank you.
A fine for always running your hand through your hair.
No, actually, this time.
What do you mean? No, actually, this time, just drink your shot. It's fine.
Okay.
You're fighting with me.
I can't define you for not going through your hair.
I am now because it's fucking soaking wet.
Okay. So while I take this fine, I just want to lead into the next topic. We're going to play a bit of a game. We're all going to give a bit of an accent or a description of who we think the other person is going to be. And we have to guess. The other two people have to guess who it is.
Yeah, so it's an impersonation of
Someone.
a celebrity. South African
Celebrity,
and
someone-
international. We were meant to put names in a hat.
But
and
we
do it,
got too drunk last night.
We don't. We just don't care. So now we're going to use our...
By the way, if
Own
there's an
impersonation.
alcohol sponsor that wants to jump on board, we're very keen.
More than welcome. We're very diverse in our...
Yeah.
We're not going to say names here, but you can read from the bottom.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot
You
of...
do Ronas,
different
Grey
fucking
Goose, anything. Yeah.
brands, yeah. So we're sponsoring you for free. Maybe
So
a negative
yeah,
light.
so while I take this fine, I think Frey, give us your first impersonation. So basically, just to let you know that we don't know who everyone else is doing. Everyone prepared a little fucking thing for themselves beforehand. Fraser's gonna do his, and we're gonna guess. It's not planned. It's not anything. Okay.
Okay. My people.
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandies. Nelson Mandini.
Fucking how good was that?
That was
Nelly
pretty good.
Mandela.
But also, if you use phrases from their sentence, it's a bit easier.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, it is, yeah.
If I
I think
said,
Nelson
I
Mandela
had a
was a-
dream, you guys would be like, oh, it's Martin Luther
Martin
King.
Luther King.
Also, now I've run out of my...
Yeah, me as well.
So it was meant to be like a shot if you got it right, but should we skip that one?
Just have a sip. Yeah.
Okay.
Sip of the drink.
So we got it right, you sip. Mikey Mike.
Okay. Get that gun out of my face.
Nacho.
Guys, the
Nacho
best
Libre.
movie ever invented. Nacho Libre, bro.
If you have not
It's
seen that
really
movie,
not, though.
it's the funniest movie I've ever seen in my It's the funniest movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Bro,
Dude,
that is pure art.
it's all time.
Dude, I've watched Nacho Libre like twice, I think.
It is
And
all
it's funny.
time.
I definitely laugh. But
I've
it's
only
not
watched
the
it about 20
funniest movie.
times, bro, so not that much, but it's... Okay. My turn. This one might be a bit tough. I don't know if you guys are going to get it.
You're going to do something.
Okay.
Okay, go, bro.
Okay, you guys ready? Because I can't do this accent, bro, so I'm fucking...
Oh, here comes an accent. I'm so stoked.
Okay.
It's going to be a leprechaun.
No, it won't be a leprechaun. It'll be a person.
All accents that he does turns out like a leprechaun.
Okay, smash it. Smash it.
Okay. We're gonna get them.
I want to say Forrest Gump.
No, guys. It
What
was
is that?
Winston Churchill.
Good
I didn't even know how to
Jesus.
guess yet. You just said, where are we going to get?
Fuck, sorry, I should have let you guess, but it was Winston Churchill, bro.
Forrest Gump.
In
Yeah.
World War
Oh,
II.
right.
It was Winston Churchill in World War II, bro.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Who's it? Is it me?
It's you again, Frey.
Okay.
Fuck's sakes.
So for our Spotify listeners, unfortunately, you're not going to...
Oh, is there gestures involved in this one?
This is just gestures. So...
And Frank.
Oh, shit.
no, it's
It's a bit hectic, sorry. It's the best thing I've ever seen. I don't want him to stop.
I know. I could
Can I
watch this
stop
all
now?
day.
Yeah. No, fuck. What is that, bro?
So it's obviously dancing. Trying
No.
to dance.
Is it it's a person. It's a person that you did.
I thought it was... I fucking have no idea, Mark. Do you?
No, I have no clue.
Oh, it was very cool, though. Do it again.
It's Theresa May.
What?
When she
Theresa
came-
May.
when
Oh,
she
yeah,
came to
that was one of the
Africa.
most embarrassing things
And
I've
she
ever
was
seen in
doing
my
that.
life. Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know that, bro.
Yeah, that was incredible.
This is quite tough. Some of us didn't prepare.
Should have been a fine.
Should have been a
sort of
fine.
so.
Okay, do you want me to go so long?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's going to be pretty easy, I think, though. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to do the accents. As you guys all know, I'm terrible at
Just
accents.
don't
So
give
please
us
don't,
1 second and then burst
No,
out
yeah.
laughing, expecting us to know who the fuck it
please
is.
don't get offended by this, anyone else as well. But
Where are we going with this?
if anyone wants to hire me to act, I'll do it. I want to know that the country has 11,400.
Jacob
20
Zuma, but holy
I'm
shit,
guessing-
don't ever do that accent again, bro. What the fuck was that? Only when you said 11-4, then I knew it was Zuma, but
I don't know, bro. I'm really bad at accents, bro. Like, I'm really
you're
bad.
terrible.
I know. Trevor Noah needs to fucking teach me or something.
Good enough.
Someone needs to come in.
Okay, Mark, it's you.
Sure, guys, I'm still a little bit blank here.
Okay, I think that let's give him
Good.
someone to do.
No, but we got to guess. Fuck,
Okay.
bro.
So the point.
It's easy. Just
So
do
wait,
like Oprah.
wait.
You're getting one of this.
No.
You're getting one of that.
So the point of this episode, which I'm very happy about, was just to be fun and fuck around and have a good time to finish it off. And I think we've achieved that, guys.
Mhm. And
I
it
really do.
actually, no, wait, fuck, we've got another fine still.
But we're
Okay.
going to finish off with some fun.
Let's finish off with the last fight and then
We'll say our goodbyes,
our goodbyes for the season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah, so let's pour that Jaeger. You guys quickly think of a fine because you're fucking unprepared.
Not as much as that, though.
Oh my
Or
word,
more.
bro.
Or the same.
That's how you pour, bro.
It's hectic, though.
We still got to out after this, eh?
Do you want to
I got to order the Uber Oaks. We got to be there in half an hour.
Okay, we're still recording. Where's your... What do you want to find? Oh, you got to find me and Mike first.
Oh my fuck!
Okay.
I've been recording the whole time.
No, you have. So just go.
Okay, group fun.
Group fun.
Group
I'll
fun
drink
to
first.
finish it off.
Yeah, let's go.
Little group fun.
Are you still thinking of a group fine?
By the way, we having a group fun.
All three of us for being not funny and shit. And
Getting dislikes on our videos. Much love, boys. Honestly, it's been a pleasure.
Jeepers
It's been a pleasure.
creepers, Michael.
Guys, it's been a pleasure.
Are you not going to have
Much
one of
love.
these?
No, there's no shot glass, but it's
You're
fine.
gonna down that though.
I'll down it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, listening, subscribing, commenting, everything.
Thank you for the
We really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the help. Thanks for all the support. And we'll see you guys in the new year.
Yeah, we'll
Merry
be back
Christmas.
soon in the new year.
Yeah, we'll be back. We're going to be recording very soon. Got some great guests lined up for you guys. This was obviously just a drunk episode to
Yeah.
get everyone.
When we find out
Jolly.
who those guests are, we'll let you know.
No, it's sort of. Don't you
No,
guys
I'm
worry.
kidding. We've got guests.
Yeah. Much love.
Cheers.
Cheers, team.